She pooped! Come on in. Hi everyone, it's Brie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the mom tag. If you're curious as to why I was wearing this shirt in my last video, it's because I do work full-time, so any days off that I have or any chance that I get to film, I try to film as many videos as I can. But there's 19 questions, so let's just get right on into it. I got pregnant at 25 and I had my baby at the age of 26. I think the most difficult thing about being pregnant for me was that because I'm so short, I'm literally not even 5'1", I'm like 5'1.5", sometimes 5'1" on a good day. But and she weighed in at 8'10", so I mean my body was just so short. I don't have a long torso at all. So it really put a strain on my back and I had a lot of rib pain. I had to wear one of those brace things to like hold her up towards the end of my pregnancy. But I think that was probably the most difficult thing. I didn't really have a lot of morning sickness. I did feel nauseous, which was probably even worse than actually getting sick, but mostly I loved feeling her kick. That was the coolest thing ever, especially when we would play music and she would just kick away. It was almost like she was dancing. Hearing her heartbeat was awesome. Even just finding out that she was a little girl, getting to name her, just the whole process of getting everything ready for her. I don't know, just being pregnant was just a joy and I loved it. Honestly, a lot of people gave me their opinions on it, but I didn't really take anything to heart just because every pregnancy is different. I don't know, and I will have a story time of my like pregnancy journey and my labor and delivery, but I feel like it went by pretty quickly for me. The contractions were, I don't know, see, my pain tolerance could be different from someone else's pain tolerance, so that's kind of a tough question to answer. But it was good to hear other people's stories and stuff just to prepare, like, hey, this could happen, that could happen kind of thing. But I don't know if that means, like, would you have the epidural, would you not have the epidural? Or would you rather have a C-section versus, like, a natural birth, anything like that. I think, I mean, the way I had to have an emergency C-section, so I couldn't, the ball wasn't really in my court. It kind of just, it was in more fate's hands, I guess you can say. So if I could do it differently, I would not. Honestly, as long as she comes out, or he, if I have another baby, whatever it is, comes out healthy, okay, happy, then that's really all that matters. I'm more of the type too that like wants to like capture the memories through a lens. So I would definitely say to take pictures of your like your belly shots, things like that, because it's always a good way to like look back on it. And I know when you're in the moment you're like, no, I don't really want to do that, but then like 20 years later when you want to show them, hey, this is what you look like in my stomach, or sometimes to compare different pregnancies, I guess my advice would be to just document everything. I don't know, that sounds like weird because they always say like the memories in your head or whatever, but that's kind of why I started this channel back up, was to have these memories again. But I guess that would be my advice. I don't know, I love being a mom. She's a pretty easy baby, so I kind of got lucky with that. I think the hardest part about being a mom is the lack of sleep, maybe lack of sleep and not being able to get everything done. That can go back, I think, with the last question too, is don't worry and stress yourself out. Being a mom is rewarding in itself. I don't know, it's just so cool to see. Like, my sister was just over with her and her friends, and her one friend was like, isn't it just so weird, like, she was talking to AJ and I, she's like, you made this. And I think that's the most rewarding is like looking at something that grew inside of me. Like, she's a part of me, she's mine, she's a part of him. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool. If that means when I was pregnant, I think the coolest thing was when we hit the 20-week mark, because that's when we got to figure out like what gender she was. And then, well, right now, I mean, she's only 13 weeks, so I would definitely say the 3-month milestone. I feel like, I mean, she's been talking and doing a lot of things ever since she was like a couple weeks old, but now her personality is starting to come out more. I don't know, like I would talk to her and stuff, and I think she knew what I was saying, but like now it's like we can have conversations, little, you know, babbles here and there, and she's just starting to become like a little kid, even though she's only 3 months old. And I know when she's a kid, like I don't want to age her because I want her to stay little forever, but I don't know. So far, I definitely like the 3-month mark. Obviously, I'm sure like the other milestones are going to be even more fun, but well, she's only 3 months old, so I would say the worst thing she's ever done is probably just, you know, pooped in her outfit. Especially if we were on the go or anywhere out somewhere. We just went to my friend Katie's baby shower, and she had this huge blowout, and it was just all up her back, and I guess that's the only thing I can think of. She doesn't really do anything, she's just a baby. I know she's only 3 months, but I did notice that if she can't do something, she sometimes gets frustrated with herself, like almost like an adult would. She tries to, like when she's trying to roll over, she like, I don't know, she gets mad because she can't do it, or when she's doing the, I don't know, she gets so upset because she can't do things, and I think it's kind of cute though. I definitely think there are some times where she is AJ's twin, and then there are times where she's definitely my twin. I did a collage of like me when I was a baby and then her as a baby. Oh, I mean, she's still a baby when she was a newborn, and it's so weird. But so far as personality, I see a lot of her and him and her, whatever you want to say. But I definitely think she definitely likes music, so we have that in common. But I think it's just because I would always sing when she was in my belly. Well, in 10 years, she will be in school. Hopefully, I want to see her playing sports, be in musicals. Obviously, I'm going to let her do whatever she wants to do, but I can't wait to see her, you know, just do kid things. I think Adeline's taught me to have a lot more patience. Not that I was very impatient, but I don't know, I was always really good with babies anyways, but there are some things that a lot of people would lose their cool over. And I think babies can sometimes help you learn how to be patient. I would say that it's okay to not be perfect. She loves me no matter what. Whether I am good at this, bad at that. I feel like 26 is a pretty good age to have a baby, but I still never thought that it would ever happen. Mostly because AJ and I have been together since high school. So it feels like, you know, we've been together for so many years that it almost felt so surreal when we did have a baby, or like when we did find out that we were pregnant. I mean, I saw myself having a kid sometime soon, but I didn't think it would happen so quickly. Honestly, I don't think I've changed at all. I've always been pretty patient. I love a lot of like kid related things. I'm a huge Disney fan. I know this probably sounds like cliche, but I'm like such a kid at heart kind of thing. So I mean, her and I connect really well, which is kind of funny. And I feel like I know how to talk to kids and babies because I feel like I'm kind of one myself, if that makes sense. Not that I'm like immature or anything, but I'm into like, you know, singing and telling stories and acting, and acting in different voices, and I feel like that plays a part in being a mom as well, because you kind of have to, like, you know, entertain your baby. Yeah, I don't think I've changed at all. Adeline is the most happiest, friendliest, funniest, caring, lovable baby that brings so much joy and happiness to everyone that she meets. Alright everybody, so those were all the questions. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I usually ramble on without thinking, but give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will tag anybody that's watching this, so let me know down in the comments below if you do this mom tag so I can watch it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.